Sweden, a country in Scandinavia that's contributed so much to the world. It gave us ABBA, the Skarsgård family, IKEA, Swedish meatballs. It gave the Vancouver Canucks Elias Pettersson and the Sedin twins. It gave us Zlatan Ibrahimovic. It gave us Henrik Larsson. It gave us Freddie Lundberg, Sebastian Larsson. It gave us, who else did it really give us? It gave us, as well, the Hives, the band. Sweden also produces really good footballing talent and has some unreal academies in its footballing setup. The next player that I'm going to be talking about, I mentioned in a West Ham group chat. And DK41, a prominent West Ham Twitter user from Sweden, gave this guy his stamp of approval. And he read my scouting list when I sent it to the group. They got access before you lot did on YouTube, by the way. And he said, Sebastian Nanasi is class. And he was like, well, how do you know about that guy? I even wrote about Bilal Hussein on one list, and he's signed for another club in Europe. And he was like, no, I think it's very impressive you know about these guys. Well, Nanasi was linked with a move to a few major European clubs last summer, even Fabrizio Romano said so. And this 21-year-old Swede, just like those balls of meat, is, well, a baller. There will be two young Swedes who I reckon will be making headlines with transfers over the summer. Lucas Bergvall and Sebastian Nanasi. Bergvall's already agreed to join Tottenham in what Spurs fans are considering a major coup because that guy's got a high ceiling. So does Nanasi. He's got a massively high ceiling on him. This Malmö midfielder is turning heads in the right direction. I had to feature this guy on Scout Report because he's too good to pass on. So, I'm just going to cut straight to the chase and get right into him. DK, if you're watching this, please attest to my work and let me know if I am saying the right things about him. You watch Swedish football more than me, bear in mind. You live there. He moved to Malmö from Kristianstad when he was 18 years old, and he started to make an impact in the 2022 season. He was loaned out to Kalmar in that time because he wasn't making much of an impact for his parent club. Not to worry though, going out on loan gave him the experience, and in the 2023 season, he became a starter for Malmö. He proved his worth to the fans. He scored 11 goals in 29 games, and he's won 2 Allsvenskan titles. He was named the Allsvenskan Player of the Season in 2023 and the Best Midfielder award as well. So raking in these personal accolades and league titles are certainly getting him noticed across the continent as well. But it's not just that, it's how he plays his football too. And that's where the style of play section comes in. From my observations, what I can tell is that Nanasi likes to play as either an attacking midfielder or a winger, or in a false winger position, and he can play on either wing. His ability to create chances is certainly a big part of his game. He makes more progressive runs and final third passes as the game goes on. He's a persistent chance creator for his teammates and himself. Last season, he became more of a goal scorer. He took more chances and it resulted in more shots on target and, well, goals. He can be effective in the box as well because he's good at scoring from tight angles. He's able to find pockets in the box to shoot at, which is helping his productivity rate. He also is quite an athletic player, to be honest. He shows good stamina and doesn't really tire out when he's on the ball. I'm really impressed with Nanasi. The only one downside is that there are going to be clubs like Juventus, Bayern Munich, and even clubs in Spain, I reckon, that will be wanting to punt on this guy. If he gets a Premier League move, it's a risk, in all honesty. But I don't think he's a risky player to sign. I think he's a good player. And honestly, if he signs for West Ham, that's your midfield and wing position covered for a fair few years. And the resale value on him would be mad. It's a good signing for everyone, whether that be West Ham or any other club. there are many positives to him.